What if I told you there's an NBA player with more rings than Jordan, Kobe, or Kareem, but isn't even close to being considered the GOAT? With that in mind, today at NBA Source, I'll be talking about Robert Horry, the luckiest player in NBA history. Robert Horry is without a doubt the luckiest player in NBA history. Out of his 16-season NBA career, he played 15 of those seasons on championship-worthy dynasties. He has the most rings out of anybody in the modern NBA since the 60s Celtics with 7 rings, and was a key player in all of those championship wins. Drafted in 1992 by the Houston Rockets, the 6'9" forward was pushed into a starting position on a championship contending team, alongside Hakeem Olajuwon. Horry would go on to play 4 years in Houston, where he'd win his first 2 championships in 1994 and 1995. However, in 1996, Robert Horry was traded to the Phoenix Suns in the blockbuster trade that landed Charles Barkley in Houston. After a pretty uneventful year with the Suns, Robert Horry would again be traded, but this time to the Lakers, where he would really shine. Robert Horry would play in the Lakers throughout the Kobe and Shaq era, where he'd go on to win his next 3 championships in the Lakers three-peat in 2000, 2001, and 2002. Nicknamed Big Shot Bob, it was his ability to shoot threes when it really counted the most that earned Robert Horry a spot on these championship rosters. Take Game 4 in the 2002 Western Conference Finals, for example. With the clock winding down and the Sacramento Kings up on the Lakers by 2, the ball was in Kobe's hands. Kobe would drive and miss his layup. Then Shaq would go for a putback, but then also miss his shot. Somehow the ball got tipped out to Robert Horry on the top of the arc, and he would shoot. His buzzer-beating 3 went in, and the Lakers won that game, tying their series at 2-2. The Lakers would go on to win the next 2 games and then sweep the finals for their 3rd championship in a row. In the 2003 NBA playoffs, the Lakers were attempting to win their 4th straight NBA championship. But in Game 5 of the Western Conference semifinals, facing the Spurs, the Lakers were down by 25 points. However, it would eventually catch up, and with 5 seconds left, Robert Horry would shoot his game-winning 3 to put the series at 3-2. But the shot would rattle out with 5 seconds on the clock, and the Lakers would lose the game, and then go on to lose their next game, and then be eliminated in 6 games. And after the 2003 postseason, Robert Horry would pull a Kevin Durant before Kevin Durant even did it himself. Robert Horry would go on to sign with the San Antonio Spurs, the team that beat him just months prior in the playoffs. After signing with the San Antonio Spurs, Robert Horry would also go on to play through the Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, and Manu Ginobili dynasty, where he'd win his final 2 championships in 2005 and 2007, and then would go on to retire in 2008 with an amazing NBA career. Robert Horry wasn't just another bench player that rode his way to championships. He was actually a pretty good starting player on most of these dynasties, with a career stat line of 7 points per game, 1 steal per game, 2.1 assists per game, and 4.8 rebounds per game. Robert Horry could perform on the NBA stage, and especially when it counted the most. Robert Horry would finish his career going 7 for 7 in the finals, and would get to play on 3 of the biggest dynasties of the modern NBA, and without a doubt would become the luckiest player in NBA history. And with that, I want to thank you guys for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and that's it.
Finish him!